Hello and welcome to the Garlic Bread Brigade podcast episode 15. My name is Mike and I'm here with Sam.
Yo, what up, guys? Welcome to the most scuffed podcast on earth.
Yes, sir.
Maybe it's the most scuffed podcast in the world.
That is Earth.
I meant the universe. The universe. Yeah, I meant the universe. See, we're already scuffed and it's not even been like a minute.
Hasn't
Oh,
even been
man.
like 30 seconds.
Oh, man. Great, great. We're super scuffed. It's okay.
Okay.
That's what makes the podcast fun.
Yes.
Alright. So, it's been a crazy week this past week. And there's a lot of things happening around the world. So, we're here to bring you guys the news, to be the funny, and yeah, be punchable, I guess. So,
Yes.
let's start. So, let's start. Do you want to start with Australia or do you want to start with the world?
I guess the world.
Okay, the world. Okay, we've got two countries going at it.
Yeah.
We're gonna say here on the podcast, we do not condemn Russia's actions against Ukraine, and we support Ukraine as much as we can. Do you have any words to say? Go ahead.
We condemn Russia's invasion over Ukraine
We
and
condemn its.
well, condemn them. We don't accept it. What do you mean?
Oh, I said we do not condemn.
Yeah. What- I,
Okay, okay, okay.
I,
We don't
you know,
accept it. We don't accept them. Okay, it's like we
you know,
don't condemn, right? It's not we condemn.
you know what? Really searching up condemn. I just have a big brain thought.
Yeah, you
Yeah, it
said
just
we.
says it expressed disapproval.
Okay, yeah, we whatever. We
We do
disapprove.
okay. Let's just say we do not agree
Yeah, yeah,
with their
with their
actions.
actions.
Look, we support Ukraine and whatever they do currently,
Yep.
and hopefully everyone on both sides don't like basically the civilians. Hopefully no one gets
Yeah.
harmed.
Hopefully, no one gets harmed. That's the most important thing.
Yeah, can't do much though. Just like
Yeah, you can. Okay, you can do the following.
hmm,
Spread the word news on Twitter, Facebook, whatever boomers use, and donate where donations are open.
I guess yeah.
There you go. So that's what happened in the world,
Righty.
and
And now, like, guess
Australia.
what's
So
happening down here?
Australia, if you guys are not aware, Australia, one of the best countries ever. Um, they just like
Almost.
we've been chilling, we've been chilling.
Yeah.
Which no, we're not chilling. There's been
I mean,
floods all over the world, in Australia. Dude, I'm so
you mean all
scuffed.
over Australia?
Yeah, all over
I mean,
Australia.
mainly just Queensland and New South Wales.
Yeah, but I think it said they were starting to crop up in like other areas as well.
Probably.
Yeah. Yeah. So our thoughts go out to them, and yeah.
Hopefully, it doesn't cause too much damage to people's housing
Yep.
and other things like businesses and
Mhm.
whatnot.
Mhm.
Um, Hopefully, not too many people die from this.
Yeah. I hope
Yeah,
not. Yeah.
I guess you can donate to like I don't know, like the Red Cross, some other probably support services.
Yeah. 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 That's
Yeah,
right. That's right. Yep. All right. Now let's start. Let's throw out some shout outs first, because why not? Shout
okay,
out to anyone who's listening.
poggers.
Yep. Shout out to anyone who's listening to this when they're driving. We're gonna put you some entertainment on the road, I guess.
I guess.
Yeah. And shout out to everyone else, I guess. I don't know. Who do you want to shout out? Like, is there anyone specific in your mind? Anyone
Um.
do some big achievement you want to shout out?
Uh. Shout out to. Huh.
Elon Musk. Yeah, shout
I
out to
guess. I
Elon
don't know.
Musk.
Shout out to
Yeah,
Elon
I don't
Musk. Why
know.
not?
He did something. He probably did something. Yeah,
Probably tweeted something.
yeah. Shout out to that. Sh- uh,
Okay.
sh- Shout out to, I think it's like, well, isn't it the Beijing Olympics gonna start or something?
I don't know what you're referring to be honest.
Okay, yeah. Shout out to that. Um,
Okay.
yeah, and then shout out to all you peeps at home just listening and just want a chill day and are just like, super chill and you want to, you know,
Chill.
chill. And for the final shout out, I'm gonna say this.
Yeah.
Shout out to all you peeps who are studying hard and just listening to us in the background.
Poggers to you guys.
Yeah. So yep, we're spreading out shout outs to all around the world.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
so let's talk about some stuff that happened throughout the week.
Right.
Okay. First thing first, let's talk about some gaming news.
Sure.
We're gonna talk about the big one, Elden Ring.
Ooh. Came out.
Yeah, it came out.
Don't know that, but
I'm
it
not a
came out.
huge fan of Dark Souls, so I haven't played it, but it came out.
I'm just probably just be bad at it. That's why I
Yeah,
don't have it.
that's why. That's right. Yep. So Elden Ring came out.
Seems to be pretty good.
Yeah, the reception was great. It's got one of the probably a huge amount of reception and player base on Steam. That's what I've heard. One of the top games on Steam.
Yeah. Currently, yeah. Big game.
Yeah, and yeah, it's like a Dark Souls game. So if you like
Yeah.
those type of game, pick it up.
Yeah. Open world Dark Souls.
Yeah.
If you like hurting yourself, play the game.
Yep.
Yeah.
Fam, we hurt ourselves with Cuphead.
Basically.
We don't need another game.
Not yet. You mean?
Yep. So
Eventually, we need more.
yep. So that came out. We haven't played it. Yeah. Watch the reviews. Everyone says it's great. Um. Nothing much else to say. Yeah.
Good game.
It's a good game.
Yep. There's a bit of issues on PC, but it's a good
Yeah,
game.
it's got a bit of stuttering issues. So if you're playing a PC, yeah, if you die, blame the game.
I don't know.
Well, yeah, because it stutters and you're in the middle of battle,
Yeah, I
it
guess.
can it can kill you. Yep. So always blame the game, never blame the player. The player's always right.
Totally.
And yeah, so that's like the biggest gaming news. The other big gaming news that happened,
Yeah.
and it finally happened. Bethesda finally destroyed their own launcher.
Poggers.
Well, the announcement of destroying their own launcher.
Yeah, and then moving everything to like Steam.
Yeah, which thank God, like finally.
Yeah, because the launcher wasn't even that great to be honest.
I know, ran worse than a potato.
Honestly, the less launchers, the better.
Yeah,
You
true,
know,
true. Yes.
more
No,
things in one
see,
place
see,
is better.
see. Yes, but I do think like Steam would have a monopoly, which I don't think is a good thing. So I do like competition.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with that. It's just I don't like it being what's the word? Kind of like there being too many. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
I
know,
don't know
but
what's
like
the
if
word
you,
for that.
I think there are apps that you could have. I don't know if it's still available that where you can like put all your launches in a place, and then you just open up the app, and then you can open launches from there. So you just like play everything from the app. Do you get what I'm
Oh,
saying? I
that's
think,
pretty cool.
if I'm not mistaken, I can just be chatting out of my ass and like.
I mean, this is the first time I'm hearing about this, so I don't know.
Yeah, pretty much I'm chatting out of my ass. But if someone can make it, that'd be
Yeah,
great.
pretty cool.
Yeah,
I wonder if that break any kind of things with the the whatchamacallit, like the launchers themselves, but it'd be fine.
it'd be
Maybe.
fine.
I
It'd be
don't know.
fine.
It's good though. I mean, it's on Steam. You probably have more easier access to get refunds, and you got a better launcher,
Yeah, Fallout
something bigger.
76. Let's go.
You'll probably get like more sales. Let's be honest.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, at least it's on the Epic Games launcher.
It's not on the Microsoft launcher. Could have
Or
been.
like the Microsoft store.
Yeah, it could have been. Like
I hate
Bethesda is
that.
part of Microsoft. Could have been.
Surprised they didn't do that, to be honest.
That's what I'm saying. It could have been.
Yeah.
It could have been.
I don't know, I guess, what, a decision they made then?
Yeah, it's a decision like probably they and Microsoft had made.
Maybe.
Mm.
I don't know. If that was the case, they should have just put on the store, like the Microsoft store, but I don't know.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't
All right. Speaking of Steam,
know. Ooh,
our guy Gabe. Shout out to Gabe. What a legend.
Gabe's pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah. You can't spell Gabe without Gabe.
Yes, that's kind of how it works.
All right.
Yeah.
Gabe, the legend,
The legend himself.
the legend himself, Legend 27. Gabe is like a true legend of the community. He did some stuff,
Yeah.
and Michael, will you do the honors of telling us what Gabe did?
Oh, yeah. So he kind of. So, first of all, he kind of was like, oh, yeah, NFTs, we kind of got rid of them from our. From Steam. Reason
Yep.
being, or like blockchain based games.
Yep.
Reason being, 50% of the transactions were like scams.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, we don't want to deal with that.
Yep.
Let's just get rid of it. Which was probably the best idea. Because it's like, if like half your transactions on like, on some, like on a, I guess like, particular thing is scams, probably not a good thing.
Yep. That's true.
Yeah. And then also he roasted the metaverse and kind of said how underdeveloped it is, and also stated how the people who are into it don't know much of it, because he
Yeah.
kind of
True.
sees it as like, 'cause people are like, oh my god, you can customize your character, but then he's like, yeah, but you can go to like any RPG game and then customize your character to a further
Oh yes,
extent.
I remember that. That was
Yeah.
like that was true. What a guy. What a legend.
So he basically just roasted those two, like those kind of things. Oh, I'm pretty sure he also said like metaverse kind of has like some scammy things within it. Remember him also mentioned that. But the big thing he mentioned or happened was the Steam Deck.
Yes, the
It came
Steam
out,
Deck that came
and he
out.
was talking
Yes.
about, and looks pretty cool. I mean, it's a small form thing, like it's a computer but smaller, and kind of like a Switch, but not.
Kind of like a Switch.
You can't remove your remotes, but the
Yes,
remote's kind
true.
of better.
True,
But
true,
like,
true.
you can play Steam games, and that's kind of it. But like, some people said you can run other stuff on it and emulate other things. I don't know how that works, but you can do that apparently.
Yep.
But like, yeah, I mean, it works. It works pretty good. You can run your Steam games if you want it. You can take it. I don't know if I'd get. I don't know if I recommend it if you have a computer. But like, if you want a handheld thing, go ahead.
Good luck with those. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how much it costs though. To be honest, it's probably a bit pricey. I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, I think it is a bit pricey as well.
It's like,
So yeah.
because it literally is a pretty beefy like PC in like a small form factor.
Yep. True, true, true.
Well, let me. I'll quickly check with how much it
Yeah.
costs.
So what's your opinion
Yeah.
on it instead of just Gabe's opinion? What's your opinion?
My opinion, it's alright. I just kind of, I don't know. I don't see really a big point for it, but
Yep.
it's like if you want it, you want it. I don't know.
Fair
I don't know. I
enough.
didn't.
Fair enough.
It's a better Switch, but you can only play Steam games on it, which you can kind of do on like a computer. And if you have a computer, I don't see a point of it.
No, I agree. I agree.
Yeah.
I'm pretty much
So
in the
I'm not
same
sure.
boat with you. You
But I
know.
mean, people want it, they can get it. I don't know. I
Yeah.
don't know. If there's
Yep.
some exclusives on it, then maybe it's a bit better, but I don't think they'll do
Yeah,
that.
but I don't think they'll do because Steam's Steam. Why would you put
Yeah.
exclusives on the Steam Deck?
Yeah, I don't think they'll do that. They'll just put more games on Steam. I
Yeah.
don't know. If you want it, you want it, but there's no like you don't need it. It's more like a want kind of thing.
Yeah, no, I totally agree with you.
Yeah. But kind of that was kind of it with Gabe and Steam and sick stuff happening over there.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, cool. I mean, he
Yeah,
did
Gabe's
all
a
that.
legend, you know?
He did this all, and he was talking all about this in an interview because of the Steam Deck being released. So
Yeah,
yeah,
yep. So pretty good. What a guy, Gabe the man.
Gabe is the man.
Gabe. This guy's a legend.
I mean, he is a legend of the gaming community.
I know. That's why I
Yeah,
said he is the ultimate legend.
Brado.
Gabe the legend. Ta-na-na-na. Gabe is a true legend. Oh,
Uh,
see, yeah, I know. I made a great song. Now,
sure. Yeah.
is there anything you want to discuss? Anything that happened in the week that caught your attention?
Yeah, totally. Pokemon dropped a trailer.
Oh, Pokemon.
I mean, they had a whole present thing, but like,
Yep.
I think it went for like 15 minutes, but like, 13 minutes of it was kind of boring in my opinion, and
Okay.
then like the last 2 minutes were actually exciting. Because like the most of it was just updates to the games that they already have and whatnot, like little things.
Right. Yep.
And then the last one was them actually showing off Generation 9, and it had a pretty sick trailer.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, it looks cool. It's what Generation 9. It looks like it's based in the if it looks like it's based in either Spain or Portugal or like the Iberian Peninsula, that area.
The
And
Iberian
it
Peninsula.
yeah, it's like, but that is Spain and Portugal. That's what
I
the
know it's Spain and
region's
Portugal.
called. Yeah. But I mean, the game from what I saw in the trailer, it looks like it's a mix of just normal Pokemon and Pokemon Legends Arceus, and it looked like they like increased the graphic fidelity of it quite a bit in comparison to their previous games. Because
Nice.
like, for instance, like textures on the Pokemon look way cleaner. Like
Yep.
a Pokemon that looks metallic has like a metallic reflection, or whilst like Pokemon like Seviper has like you can see its tiny little scales. Or Pokemon with fur have like I guess like little hairs, kind of. I know, a bit hard to describe, but something like that. It's the textures are more, I guess, yeah, like you can see it's better. You know what I mean? It's not like some just flat color.
Yep. No,
Yeah,
I agree with you.
and when I compared this game to like the other games, the color it uses more like vibrant colors instead of just like more darker hues. It just like uses vibrant, like bright colors like orange, yellow, maybe even some interesting, more darker colors like purple, blue, dark blue, and whatnot.
Right. I get you.
Right. Like it looks really good, and it's called. I should have mentioned this in the beginning, but it's called Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet,
Pokemon Scarlet, Pokemon Violet.
based on two colors, Scarlet and Violet. And they also showed off the starters. You got I'm gonna probably butcher one of them, but Sprigatito, the
Mhm.
grass one, the grass little lynx.
Yep.
You got Fuebecoco, the little like I guess no, I was gonna like a jalapeno looking fire crocodile. Looks
Mhm.
really goofy, but he's funny. And then you got Quaxley, the sailor looking duck, which looks cool. I mean, I like all the stars; they look cool.
Yep.
How about you? What do you think about them?
Oh yeah, I think the starters look squishy and fun. So yeah, they're gonna be great.
Yeah, they all look really fun and great, and hopefully they get like cool looking evolutions and whatnot. But
Yeah,
like
that'd be great.
these games, Scarlet and Violet, they are kind of the reason why mean in the trailer we saw like a map of Spain, but the
Mhm.
reason we know it's more so kind of in relation to Spain is like through the use of the colors and even
Mhm.
the names.
Yep.
Because orange and purple, and also throughout the trailer they had like oranges and grapes. They used to symbolize cultural like things within Spain itself.
Yep.
So like oranges, because I remember like grapes are used on New Year's, and it's like if you eat, I think like 12 grapes, it's like good luck on New
Oh
Year's.
yes, I heard about that as well.
I could
Yep.
be completely almost like butchering this, but like from what I remember, that's kind of that. And they also use orange, and it has like a significance. And
Yep.
I think, and in this new game, the kind of we also in every game there's like differences between both versions, but in this one, you also got color differences in the people's outfits. So
Yep.
people are thinking maybe because there's like a big town you see in the trailer. People are thinking maybe it's like, oh, if you choose this game, you're part of like this little like group or like maybe school group, and then if you choose the other, you're part of this other group, and you're kind of like rivaling groups.
No, no, I get
Like
what you're saying. I get what
one's
you're saying.
like
Yeah.
one's kind of like you're part of like the orange, and the other one you're part of the grapes. Kind of sounds weird, but like something like that. I don't know. It sounds interesting, and it has like a cultural significance to the area itself.
Mm-hmm.
So that's all interesting and whatnot. But the game itself, it's from on the Pokemon's official website. They told us it's going to be a completely open world game, so it's going to be different from Pokemon's Legend Arceus, because that one it was open world to an extent, but you had for instance like 5 areas you can like go to, but you're only restricted to that area until
Mm.
you leave it.
Yep.
Also, in this game, it's like there's not going to be that. It's just here's the map. You go. I don't know how it's going to translate to like gameplay, like going from towns and
Yep.
gyms and
Yep.
whatnot,
I get what you're saying.
because they didn't do that in the new game. They didn't do that in Pokemon Legends Arceus because it was based in the past and whatnot. But this one is just normal Pokemon, but with these newer kind of elements, and I want to see how that translates. And they're also gonna bring from Pokemon Legends Arceus, like when you go from battle, from like you running around doing stuff to battle, there's not gonna be a transition. You're still in like the same area
Yep.
because of screenshots and whatnot. And I mean, that just like it's all cool and whatnot. And it's like, yeah. And then now we have like but instead of it being in like kind of like a, I guess, smaller, more, I guess some people call it side game,
Yep.
but even though it's like a main game,
It's
this one it's in a big main game. You're gonna get new Pokemon, not just like different forms. You're gonna get a huge bunch of new Pokemon. You're gonna have fun, and it's gonna be like sick in this like kind of new way.
You sound like you're
Open
so
world and
hyped
whatnot.
for this.
I am, and I'm a bit out of breath. Not gonna lie.
That's all good. It's all good. I'll take it from here. I got you. When does it
Yeah,
come
no
out?
worries.
Like, I'll just ask you questions and you can just like simply respond. And so when does
No
it
worries.
come
Sure.
out? I don't remember
Hmm.
when. Tell
They
tell
didn't
our
give
viewers
us. They didn't give us a date, but they said like this year.
this
So
year
I expect around like a November release, because that's when
on
usually
November
Pokemon comes out.
release.
Yeah. So like holiday 2022. That's what kind of that they said.
Holiday 2022. You heard that, guys? Holiday 2022.
So this is gonna be what, like, I think it's either gonna be the first or maybe the second year that two Pokemon games came out in the same like in the same year. Like this might have happened like once or twice, but like yeah. So we had Pokemon Legends Arceus in January, and now we're gonna have a new game by near the end of the year, and
Yeah,
it's gonna
yeah.
be hype.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nah, that's cool. That's cool. That's cool.
Any other
And
questions, I
no,
guess?
I don't look, I don't know. You're our Pokemon expert here on the
Yeah.
channel and the podcast. I'm just like a Pokemon fan. Like I play Pokemon. I catch Beedus. I catch Pichus. Pretty much that's it.
Yeah.
That's my squad. Pretty much.
No, but it looks sick. The trailer itself has like a lot of hidden details, like how it's talking about like the grapes and oranges, and then the stars itself. You can go like head deep in them, like how their names, for instance, like they're like Spanish words and like puns. Like I know Sprigatito means like small branch and cat. Like so, like the trailer and what was shown has like a lot of meaning to it. But it's like depending on how you look at it, you can either go like just like head like
Okay,
just
so
like,
who would you choose as your starter?
man, they all look good. I think I might go for Fuebecoco though.
For
Oh
who?
no, it looks,
It's the flame one, right?
yeah. It
Alright.
looks, I don't know, it kind of looks goofy, but I kind of like it.
No, no, I'm with the grass one.
Brigatito,
Yeah, that's it.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
the
mean, they
names are
all
too
look sick.
hard. The names are
I
too
mean,
hard.
yeah, I know.
I can't
Quaxley
say
has
them. Yeah.
the easiest one to be honest, and Quaxley's also sick to be honest. I don't know, they all look cool. If I'd choose all of them to be honest, because they all look sick. It's a hard choice, but yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right.
I mean, like I guess big week for big week for everything, especially Pokemon.
Yeah, pretty much. Big week, big week.
Yeah.
Yeah, so is there any other news or discussions that
Ah.
like were big?
Okay. What else happened this week? I guess like. Ooh,
Let's talk
trying
about
to
the
remember.
big movie that dropped.
Yeah, sure. Let's go. No, I mean, it came out like what yesterday for us or whatever.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, the big boy Batman. Batman. I don't know. But isn't it called? I'm pretty sure it's just called that Batman. But yeah, I mean, it dropped for us yesterday. We have not seen it yet. We're hopefully gonna see it in the following days.
Yeah, so we're hopefully to go and see Batman these
Yeah,
upcoming days. Yeah,
see what the hype's all about.
yeah.
Because apparently,
Yeah. Don't spoil it in the comment section, please. No
yeah,
spoilers.
don't. Apparently, like IGN gives it like a 10 out of 10, and like other places are like highly rating it.
Yeah, this
Again,
sounds like it's gonna be an amazing movie.
yeah, take it all for like a slight grain of salt because
It's
it's
IGN.
reviewers, but yeah, it's IGN. But like, it's probably gonna be pretty good then. You know what I mean?
No,
It's
no,
probably
I
still gonna be
agree
good.
with you. I agree with you.
Because this movie is kind of like more of a kind of like a detective movie, like at the forefront. You know what I mean?
Right, 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 right.
So I want to see how they handle that because I feel like that's kind of like the least. I want to say the least like it's like when shown in movies, that's kind of like the not the aspect like shown the most, I guess.
Right, no, I agree with you. I agree
Yeah,
with you. Yeah.
it's mainly fights or like sick gadgets or stuff.
No,
It's
I
not
agree.
like man, this seems kind of like that. I mean, what you got like Riddler as the main villain, so
Yeah, I'm actually
clearly.
excited for that. Like, that's actually something I'm really excited for. It's like it's not the Joker, which is really exciting. So we get to see someone else.
I mean, it's not someone like like physically strong. It's someone more so mentally strong. Someone
Right,
who can
right. But like,
challenge Batman.
this different to like standard Batman because it's the Riddler. Like usually it'd be the Joker. I think most movies was
Joker,
the Joker.
yeah. Or you could. I mean, the last couple of movies, what there was like Bane. I remember one of them had like Scarecrow.
Yeah, but like
Yeah,
this is like Riddler. Riddler is making its his grand debut on the big screen, I guess.
I guess like the last time he was on the big screen, it was like one of the older Batman movies that wasn't really received well.
Oh, okay, yeah. Then so
Yeah,
yeah, so it's like a reenactment. The guy gets like a second chance. So yeah, we're gonna see a new Riddler. So that's gonna be
yeah.
hype.
We're also gonna see Penguin in the movie.
Oh, that's another hype one.
Yeah, and also I think Catwoman. Can't remember if we're gonna see anyone else, but that's kind of like the main people. And of course, like the police officers, like Professor, not Pro, I said Professor,
No,
like
what's his
in
name? Steve Gordon, right?
Gordon. I don't think it's Steve Gordon.
Oh, yeah, it's just my Batman knowledge.
No, but like I don't think he's like the upper lad yet. He's not like the
Yeah,
I
yeah, but
can't remember the
yeah,
word now, but
I get you what you're saying.
yeah, I think it's just like kind of like an officer on the movie because it's like Batman in his like like year one or year
Yeah,
two
yeah,
maybe.
yeah. So
Yeah,
this is gonna be really exciting. I cannot wait.
yeah. Can't wait. I mean, the trailers looked like made the fight scenes more look like gritty and realistic,
Yeah, yeah.
and
So that's actually really another exciting point. I'm really looking forward to.
yeah, I just can't wait. I want to see how it looks,
Yeah, yeah.
how the
I'm so
detective
excited.
things play out. Because the last DC film, kind of in this kind of like thing, kind of
Hmm.
in this light, was like the Joker, and that was really good.
The Joker was really good.
So I want to see how they do with
I
this. If
hope
they
this
have
one,
that,
if this one is
yeah,
good, I hope they build from this one instead of just remaking the Batman film again.
yeah. I
Like,
mean, let's
like
hope. I don't know because their kind of universe right now is kind of weird. You know what I mean? Because they have like everything's all over the place almost with
right,
like
right,
how they
but
do it. Yeah,
I think like because they've rebooted it how many times? Like a few times. Batman. Batman's been
yeah. They've
rebooted. Yeah, yeah,
over the years. Yeah,
yeah. No, but other than that, I'm really excited.
Also, I just remembered it wasn't. You know how you said Steve Gordon? His name's actually James Gordon. Just
Oh,
to,
I was
yeah,
close. I was close. Yeah, you see my Batman knowledge.
yeah, very cool.
Yeah, yeah.
But like, I don't know. I'm just excited. We'll see how it goes,
Yeah, very excited. You're very excited. It's gonna be great.
and then give our take when we like. I guess the next time
Yeah,
after we watch it.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. That's gonna be exciting. Really
right. I mean,
exciting.
whatchamacallit? I'm pretty hyped. When I saw the initial trailer, I was hyped. But like, the more trailers came out, it looked better and better.
I haven't yet to see a trailer. I just know what you, from you. I'm
Ooh.
going completely blind.
I mean, I don't know too much about the movie, but like, I just from the trailers, it looked good. It's
No,
gonna probably
I'm
be good. Yeah.
completely blind, fam. I'm going in completely blind.
I mean, it's like, what's the word? Going in blind's probably better because it's like when you like the because you know less, and then when stuff happens, it's more hype, I guess.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But like I said, like
Yeah,
I'm going in completely blind. I'm like so excited.
yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe we should talk about the other movie.
Not yet. Not yet.
No, yeah.
Not
Ooh.
yet. Not yet. We
No,
we
no,
we,
no.
we have we always leave for the end.
To the end, to the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, we still got a lot of time left. All right, what else do you want to talk about then?
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah. Let's see. So I think that's it for news development in gaming news and the entertainment news.
I mean, well, I can give like one quick thing. I guess
What? Go
Call of
ahead. Go ahead.
Duty
Oh
what
yes, Call of
2024
Duty
it's been delayed.
2024. It's been delayed.
Yeah,
Hallelujah.
because
Um.
it's well, I mean 2023's one's been delayed to 2024. That's what I meant. So
Oh,
Triax
okay. Oh,
Triax
yep,
game's gonna
yep,
be
yep,
delayed.
yep.
Yeah,
Oh, yep. Yeah.
this one's
Hallelujah.
the one for this year still coming
No,
out,
yeah.
but
So all you
yeah,
COD fans rejoice, because that means that the COD's probably going to be out way better with more time
yeah,
and more development. So yep.
yeah.
Um.
Whilst but you're probably thinking there might be a dry period. Nope, there's gonna be
Yeah, there's going to be
Warzone
content
2.
between. They said that.
Yeah, and Warzone 2 is gonna be dropping instead during that year. So
Yes.
you're gonna be everyone's probably gonna be eating that up whilst that
Yep.
happens. Yeah, I mean that's kind of like a quick thing just to mention.
Yeah. No. No. Definitely, it's important. Yeah. 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 But definitely.
Yeah,
I mean, when was the last time we bought COD? Uh.
2019 one, I believe.
y- Yeah, we bought it like what, 3 years ago.
Yeah, it's been 3 years now.
Holy shit! Yeah.
Maybe we'll check out the new code. Maybe
Yeah, yeah, maybe we'll check out the newer code. Yeah, we haven't
if it
played
looks
it
good,
because,
we'll
like,
get it.
yeah, exactly.
I mean,
Exactly.
code the one that came out long, not I guess the one that came out 2020 looked all right.
Mm-hmm.
The one that came out last year, bit rough around the edges. I'll
Yep.
just say that.
No, I agree with you. I agree with you 100%.
Yes, so let's just hope this one's good. Maybe give it a bit of a buy ourselves.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely. Yep.
because COD games are fun. It's just something fun, like 10 minutes per match. Have some fun. The boys,
Yeah, yeah.
snipe some lads, do some.
Yeah,
Because
no, I agree with you.
feel up a bit of that nostalgia from back in the day.
Yeah,
Coming
yeah,
back
you
from
come
like
back from,
school
like,
and stuff.
school and you just, like, play it.
Hop on BO2.
Hop on BO2, hop on Modern Warfare 3, hop on, like,
Yeah,
what, like, Call of Duty Ghosts, hop on, like, any other
what was
Call of Duty.
what was after Ghost? I can't even remember. What Advanced
Advanced
Warfare? I
Warfare,
can't
I
remember.
think. I don't even remember.
Yeah, but no,
God.
those were the
Those were the
days.
days. Those were the days.
I feel old mentioning that.
Those were the
But those
days.
were the
Those were
days.
the
Yeah,
days. You just come back from school and that's it. Oh,
yeah.
Friday night.
Friday night,
Friday
then
night,
going
like
into the weekend.
it's like you school over into the
Yeah,
weekend, nothing but COD, like 3 whole
yeah,
days. You're like, holy shit, that was a life, fam.
yeah. That was so
I
good.
can't. You just sit there and you're just playing COD. Like you knew all your friends were playing COD. Everyone knew.
Right,
You knew
basically.
everyone was playing COD. You come back and everyone was talking about COD. Like I remember that. Like, god damn. Like everyone's hopping on Call of Duty. Crazy,
Yeah,
crazy.
remember when BO2 was hot, like everyone in school, I think I was like grade 6 or something. It's like everyone was just like hot talking about like, oh, what classes should we use? What guns? These guns are
Yeah, yeah.
good. Use this.
Everyone
Yeah,
was talking about that. Yeah.
yeah. But you know what? I went on Steam like a couple days ago to check how much BO2 costs.
Hmm.
It's still $60 on Steam, man.
Australian
It's
dollars,
that's
60
yeah,
Australian. Crazy,
like
crazy.
jeez. And I'm just out of the like my like just like okay, how much was BO
Curiosity.
free
Yeah, yeah,
cost?
yeah.
And it's like $80, and I was like, bruh, like jeez Louise. Like that's so expensive. Like, come
God
on.
damn. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
true. Yep.
yeah, but
God.
those were the days.
God, you'd have like those stupid lobbies where people would be like swearing at each other. Crazy.
Yeah,
God damn. Like, dude, people would not survive in those lobbies.
yeah. Now,
Holy
no.
shit. That's crazy.
Everyone in those lobbies, basically, everyone had your mum for a night,
Dude, I know, right?
basically.
Oh, dude. That was like, it was
Uh,
like the one insult. Like, everyone was just
yeah,
hurling it around. You were like, God, what is that?
yeah. Then you just wreck him, like
Oh,
absolutely
dude. Yeah,
destroy him
because
again.
that was it. Yeah, your pride was
Yeah,
on the line. Once you made that comment, that's it. You were
yeah,
like, oh, crap. I said that. Now I'm going to destroy him. And if you got destroyed, you were the laughing
yeah.
stock of the
That
game.
you got destroyed. That was like ultimate, like
Yeah, because
ultimate failure.
you'd start talking stuff and you're like, oh, yeah, your mom, blah, blah, blah. And you're like, okay, now I'm going to play. And then if you get destroyed, you're like, oh,
Yeah,
that's not good. And then you hop into the chat and it's like, God damn, what happened? It's like, oh, God.
yeah.
That is the worst when you just like, oh man,
Damn. Yeah. I mean, oof.
god damn, those were
I
the
wish I
days.
wish it was like that. I mean,
Yeah,
probably not the insulting part, but I wish like
yeah, yeah. It's like
the
it's like
feeling. You know what I mean?
it's not the feeling. What's that meme where you're like, oh, you wake up and then you see your friends like, and you're like, oh, dude, like Russia and Ukraine. It's like, yo, wait, what? What is Russia and Ukraine doing? It's like 2012. We just got
Oh
back
yeah,
from
get on
yeah,
BO2,
get on
play.
like the Call of Duty or something. It's like, god damn, those were the days. Oh
Yeah,
my
those
god.
were the days.
Oh
I
my
feel so
god.
old just talking about that. Oh,
Oh man.
damn.
I swear we're not boomers. We're not boomers.
Well, no,
We're not boomers. God
not yet.
damn. Not yet. Not yet. Yeah. Not
Not
yet.
yet. Not yet. Not yet.
Not yet. Can you even go
Uh,
to boomers? I think
no,
it's no longer it's no
but
longer a
like,
generation. I think it's just a meme because it's like okay boomers now like when whoever's old that's it.
yeah.
It's like a
See,
meme.
it's like it's a generation thing, but it's like any youngster will call you a boomer.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Watch you. We grow up
Like
like
someone come up, like some like TikToker will come up to you, like you boomer, and you're like, huh? I'm not even older
guys.
than 20, and you're like,
It's yeah. It's not even that. Yeah.
yeah.
God damn.
Oh god, those
God
that's like
damn.
nostalgia,
God
man.
damn. Boomers. Why'd you gotta do it? Now now we're being bullied into like becoming boomers or whatever. It's all your
uh,
fault. You and your Candy Crush and Facebook. Oh man.
yeah, that's owned by Microsoft. You never know. Maybe they, maybe they, they put a cool twist on Candy Crush, which attracts all the Gen Z lads.
Candy Crush 2?
Candy Crush 2? Ooh,
Ooh.
I'll make them a lot of money. You already know that.
Yeah.
Just instantly like $10 billion.
Yeah, no, crazy, crazy.
Yeah.
Dude, okay, Boomer the game. Let's go.
Hey, boom! I guarantee you, I guarantee you, there's something similar to that on Steam. You just go on and like some guy made like a $2 game, just like okay, boomer,
Okay, Boomer.
hey boomer,
It's
and
the
it's just
Boomer
like ah,
remover. Let's go.
boomer the leader. I love how we just like kind of insulted boomers and a Gen Z at the same time. They're calling us boomers, and now we're calling boomers boomers.
Yeah, yeah, okay, okay. Okay.
uh,
God damn. Boomers. Yeah.
oh my god, there's an actual game on Steam called Boomer Over.
Okay, I knew it. I knew it.
Oh, it's $1.50.
Oh my god, Boomer remover.
Oh, that's so
Oh
funny.
man. Oh man. Okay, let's go back onto
Okay,
like something serious because like
probably.
yeah. Okay. The Boomer remover. All right. Yep. Yeah, get your laughs out. Like
Nigga boomer remover. I have detected a boomer. Become removed. And then just yeets.
God.
Okay, let's actually get let's get
Yeah.
to something.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
guess.
Um. Yeah. Just talk about like just some stuff in general. That so like yeah. What did we do? Let's just discuss any cool facts that we did. We finally did like some fun things during this week because of the fact that when the current situation we're in and because how busy we are.
Yeah.
We finally did some stuff. It may not be the most exciting to boomers and other people. Yeah, Gen Z and Boomers are probably not happy with this.
Oh, okay.
I'm joking. They don't really care. Yeah. So we finally went out and
We went out of the house.
yeah, we went to the house. That's crazy. We got to touch the grass. Um,
I was literally about to say that.
yeah, great minds
Literally
think
went out,
alike.
touch the grass, and then go back in.
That's not what we did.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no, like,
yeah. So we were actually invited to go to a sports bar, and yeah, we had a great time.
yeah, it was pretty fun.
Yeah, we there was actually one of our first experiences going to a sports bar. We've been to bars before. Everyone's been to bars. Come on, but like
Yeah,
going to a sports bar, having
a bit different.
yeah, it was a bit different. Just going yeah. Mike wasn't really hyped about the game. I was actually pretty excited for the game. Just
Yeah, I don't watch.
going in
I
there
don't
and
watch
like
them.
it's okay. But just going in there and just seeing a small crowd of people, um, and yeah, everyone talking about the game, everyone like getting hype, everyone just making small connections,
Then
it was
screaming
just fun.
bullshit when something happens.
Yeah, bullshit happens, like exciting things happen, the crowd go crazy. It was pretty good. It was pretty
Yeah,
good. Like really excited. I want to go back there again. That was really fun. Yeah. Obviously it's a bar. We got to have a few. Well, I had a lemon lime bitter, but like Mike
yeah,
he
a
had
few
like
drinks.
yeah, had a few drinks. Yep.
Yeah, it was alright.
Yeah,
I mean, the
it was a
snacks
good
were pretty good.
experience. Yeah, we had some snacks. Yeah, pretty good.
Yeah,
Definitely. Yeah. We'll go back there one time. But yeah. Your thoughts on the sports bar? I had a great time. It was just something different to do.
alright. It was like I guess a little area you sit down,
Yeah,
chill
it
with
was like
lads,
yeah.
watch the game, have a bit of a drink, a bit to eat, and then we went and like ate
Yeah, then we
somewhere else.
went,
I
we
guess.
went we went after the game to have some more food.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was a
yeah,
lot of
just like
fun.
snacks, like chips and
Mm-mm.
like a meat pie.
Yeah, yeah. I mean that's
Yeah,
Aussie snacks for you.
I mean less so the chips, but more so the meat pie.
Yeah, that was great. That
Yeah,
was great. Yeah, no, it was a fun experience. We got to sit down, like we got to see a few young and old lads just like watching and just discussing some stuff. Pretty
yeah,
good experience. Yeah.
yeah. 7 out of 10. Would eat again.
Would eat again.
Yes.
Hey, you go for the experience. You don't go just for the food. No, no, definitely something we'd go again. Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I do not recommend taking your first date there. Do not take your
Yeah,
first
probably
date
not.
a sports bar.
It's like that
Oh,
was bullshit. And your day's just sitting there like, bro.
oh my god. Yeah, and the crowd goes crazy. You're like, god damn, like this was totally not worth coming here for.
Yeah, it
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That
was
was
pretty good
that
though.
was pretty good.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, pretty chill. Like,
yeah.
yeah. See, I wish we had like more. Okay, right. I wish I had
What?
like more experiences like this. So like, before the current situation that everyone and the whole world is, we would have
Yeah,
so be telling you guys what we've been doing and stuff. But we haven't been doing anything interesting because we're just like staying at home and just chilling. You know?
yeah. Basically, for the most part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good opportunity to catch up on movies and gaming though.
So that's what we're doing for the
Yeah,
most
I
part.
guess so. Um. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So guess so. We other than that, we don't really have much. All right.
All right.
So yeah, I'm thinking we pretty much discussed all the news and some of the stuff we did, right?
Right.
Now, I'm gonna throw you into here. Okay,
Okay.
this is just some fun stuff like we're just gonna talk about because of the fact that like it's been like a mixed week, mixed bag of week. You know what I mean?
Right. Oh
So
yeah.
let's just see. Yeah. Um. So we're gonna start off with just start off with some questions. Okay.
Okay. Sure. I mean.
Okay. Yeah. So I've got here. I picked uh I've got like two questions that I want to ask. Okay.
All
And I
right.
think
Sure.
it's fair.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
So
Uh.
I want to know your opinion. How long, right,
Right.
do you think a game should be comparative to its price point? Single player game, of not multiplayer game, single
Oh,
player game. Like, how long do you expect? Like, if you compare price points, yep.
right.
So like, if you pay $60, how long should that be, right? Like,
Okay.
just a $60 $60 game, we'd say 60 $80. Like, we'll say that is your standard. How long should that be, and how much content should you have compared to like a $20 $40 game? You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, do you get what I'm saying?
Um,
It's single player story mode game. I'm just going with that. Multiplayer is completely different because like
you can
there's
just keep
you
replaying
just
it.
keep replaying it, and I'm gonna say just storyline games. I don't mind JRPGs; those count, and like other RPGs count, right? Just storyline, not like roguelikes, not something that you can replay. Okay.
So okay.
How many
Uh,
hours do you think? And then we'll just start giving examples. You can go ahead
okay. I
first.
guess. Okay, if we're just okay, so we're saying 60 to 80, right?
No, I'm saying, let's say you say 60 to 80 and then comparative to the 40/20, right?
Okay, sure.
Right? You get what I'm saying? 40/20,
I
lol. Do you get what I'm saying? And then
sure.
you what's it called? And then you could say which games do you think did it correct and which games completely sucked ass at this
Okay,
thing.
sure.
Okay?
I guess if we're saying okay, maybe okay, maybe like I guess the main thing or like the main I guess quest. I guess
Yeah, to complete
main
the game.
story.
Start to finish. That's it.
The entire game or just the quest, like
No,
the
no, no.
like the
Like, as
main
in, like,
thing.
the story.
The
Start to
story.
finish. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Whether the story be like, let's say I'm not, let's say the story, right? I'll give you an example, right?
Sure.
You buy this game, it's got 10 levels, and you complete all 10 levels, and that's the end of the game, right?
Right.
Or it can be open world game, you just complete the story from beginning to end, right?
Right.
I don't mean like explore every nook and cranny and do every side quest. You know what I'm saying?
All right. Just okay. So just the main thing.
Because what your average player? Because I don't think many average player would play every single thing, right?
No. Of
Yeah,
course not.
exactly. Yep.
Okay. So for something around for the around $60 to $80 price point,
Mhm.
I would say around maybe 25 hours.
25 hours.
And I'm saying that's like that at
That's
its
the minimum,
longest.
right?
No, I'm saying that as like kind of the need a longer side of it. Well, because I was gonna say maybe the minimum being like 14 hours.
14 hours. 14, 25 hours.
Maybe okay. Let's just say maybe like 15 to 30. How about that?
15 to
I feel
30.
like
No,
we're
no,
better.
no, no. That's fine. That's fine. But you say like 15 would be the $60 and then the 30 would be the 80, basically.
Yeah, around there. Yeah,
Okay,
sure.
okay, cool.
Because I
Okay.
feel like games a bit cheaper, maybe like 40 and something, would be
40,
like
yep,
their minimum would be like 8 hours to like
15.
12,
Oh, okay,
13.
okay.
Like something like that. Like a game like Sifu, how it wasn't too long the game. I mean, it has a bit of replayability, but if you're just playing it once,
Mm-hmm.
you can get around like 8 hours if 8 hours if you're not that great, maybe a bit longer from it.
Okay, but do you think that
Yeah,
game would be worth your money? You know what I mean? These are full price. We're not talking about sales.
yeah, it's full price. Because the thing is, like, I say if you're playing if you're getting $60 game or an $80 game
Mm-hmm.
and it's like not even in the double digits
Mm-hmm.
like worth of hours, I don't
Mm-hmm.
think it's worth it.
Right.
But if it's but also if it's like an $80 game and it's like 200 hours just to finish the main game, good luck, man. I'm not playing it. You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah,
So
but
that's
like, so,
too
so
much.
okay, okay. No, I get you. I'm
Yeah,
like pretty much on the same end with
right.
you. Yeah, you know what I mean? Do you
Because
know what I
some
mean?
games you're just like 50 hours in and you don't know anymore if you're like halfway the beginning or the end. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah, I agree
Yeah.
with you. I definitely agree with you. Okay, my question is, what games do you think like did it well, and what games do you think like flopped this really poorly?
Okay, so a game that I guess had like a good, I
Mm-hmm.
guess, time for its like main quest and the games that
Mm-hmm.
are bad. I guess. Hmm. What's a game that I've played recently that I guess a good time?
Okay.
Uh,
Um. All right, I'll give you one. Black
okay,
Flag,
so
Assassin's Creed Black Flag.
right.
How many hours was that?
Uh honestly, I'd say it's probably maybe on like
30?
I want to say it's a bit. I want to say it's less than that. Maybe around the 20.
Right,
How
right.
much?
How much was it? Like 80, right? That's the $80 price point.
I think it was around the $60 price point
I will
back in
talk
the
about
day.
American Australian just so we're clear.
Oh, probably Aussie, 60 Aussie.
Okay, 60 Aussie. You would say like 20 something hours. I think that's a fair one.
Like that's from like memory. I'm not like 100% sure.
Okay,
Like
okay, that's
that's
fine,
how
that's
long it
fine,
took.
that's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah,
Just assume. We're doing all these based off assumptions, right?
yeah.
Okay. And do you think that was
Uh,
worth it, or do you think that was too expensive for that amount?
no, I'd say for like just the main quest of it for like 60
Mm-hmm.
bucks, I'd say it's worth it. Because like
Okay.
even though some bits of the quest it'd be like, oh, we need you to do this before we can actually start the quest, so you'd
No,
have
no,
a
no.
bit
Yeah,
extra leeway.
I
Yeah,
get that, I get that. But okay,
yeah.
okay, okay, okay,
But then in contrast, I
okay,
can say Assassin's Creed Odyssey,
okay.
which I have 50 hours in the game,
Yep.
and I still don't know if I'm even halfway yet. Because it's really hard to judge where I'm up to.
And how much
I,
was that?
so that game was probably, what, 80?
60. Okay,
60 to 80?
okay. And you think that like a 50-hour game's too long?
I'm not saying it's too long, but it's like, I'm 50 hours in, and I don't know if I'm halfway, you know what I mean? Like,
Okay.
I don't get a sense I'm halfway yet.
Mm-mm.
Like, I could go for another 50 and I wouldn't even know I'd be done.
Okay.
Right,
All
you know
right.
what I
What
mean?
about smaller games, smaller price games?
Okay,
Obviously,
small.
the smaller price games. I think if you've got more hours, it'll be better. You know what I mean?
Right.
So if you got more, but like, so which ones did it right and which ones did it poorly?
I guess smaller price games that I guess have like have like an hour kind of thing. I guess. Ooh, trying to like because mainly more like mainly some of the cheaper games now are more like replayable more than
Mm-hmm.
just like story based games. Um, I'm not too sure actually off the top of my head. Do you have any examples maybe? Because I'm generally blanking at what's like a cheap game that has a like a good story pace.
I'm trying to think. Give me a sec. Who? Give me a sec. I'm trying to think about this. This is actually a really interesting question.
Because there are plenty of short indie games, but like from ones I've played, I don't think most of them aren't just that. You know what I mean? How much? Wait, I remember playing Undertale. How long was that?
Undertale is a good example. I think Undertale is pretty good.
Yeah, I remember it not being too long, but depends on how many.
Right, no, I
Because
get
it's
you, I get
multiple
you,
ways
I
of
get
playing.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, but just for like finishing it once, we'll go with.
Okay. Okay, so I just searched it up. It's around
Mhm.
6.5 hours just playing it, like
Mhm.
just like doing one run through. If you're
Yep.
really quick, that's so. I just say it's around 8 hours. Just based on
Yep.
if you're slow or quick. Yeah, let's just say that as it's a kind of like its base point.
Yep.
That's pretty good for like what? Probably how much? I don't know how much it was when it released. Probably $20 or $30.
No, see, that's
That's not
good.
bad.
That's good.
Yeah, but what? I don't know any like small games that have done it not great. Because because we can say a lot of great games, but like they, because some of the recent newer like indie games are more so like
Okay. Yeah. No. 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 You've got a fair point. I totally agree with you. I can't find a game either. Like with that. I was just curious in your thoughts. I completely
right,
agree. If anyone has any games in the comment section, please write it down. But yeah, I completely agree with you. I think like for me, I bought. I think it was Paper Mario,
right,
or I think it was like $60. I'm not finished it. I think there's like based off what I said, the average time is like 30 hours,
righty.
and I think that's fantastic. Start to
Yeah,
finish, yeah, 30
it's
hours,
not too long.
but it's completely fine. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Because in my opinion,
fun
when
game.
I want to sit down, I want to sit down 5 6 hours. I don't want to finish the game my first sitting.
Of course, yeah,
If I paid like $6, you know what I mean?
right,
However, if I paid like hardly anything, then I'm like, yeah, sure, you know what I mean?
right,
Yeah.
yeah,
All right. Next question for you.
sure,
Okay, right? At
righty,
what age do you think, right,
right.
someone should receive their first phone?
Oh,
Because like this is like when they receive their first phone, it's probably the closest exposure to the internet of their
Yeah,
free will, because like usually when they go on the computer, their parents are probably watching or whatever. It's their free will on the internet, and we
yeah,
know how retarded people can be when they're at the internet at a young age.
right. But
Like,
there's also because you can access it anywhere with your phone, so it's like, I don't
mm,
know when. I don't remember when I got my phone. I was probably my maybe early teens when I got it.
your early teens. I got my first phone when I
Like
legit.
teens, like no, not like maybe like 15 and over, something like that.
I got my first phone when I was 18.
18?
My first phone was 18. Yeah, I got my first phone when I was 18.
So maybe I'm
No,
misremembering.
but
I
like
can't
because
remember.
we've all had like iPods and
We had
stuff.
iPods back then, yeah.
Yeah, and everyone. I mean, everyone
Maybe,
has iPods and
maybe,
iPads.
maybe I got on maybe 17. Maybe I'm not sure.
Probably. I think I did get it
Maybe.
either 17 or 18, but like,
Yeah, but I'm seeing people now who are like 11 getting them,
fam,
or
I know
less than
people that are
10.
like 8 or 9 that are getting them.
Yeah.
I
I don't know.
understand
I don't.
I understand the reason behind if your parents aren't home, yeah, having a way to contact your parents if they're home a lot, yeah, fair enough. But giving the child access to internet is a crazy not good idea in my opinion.
Yeah, especially with like the kind of like I guess unhinged kind of like mindset. Just
Yeah,
like
but think about this.
yeah,
If the kid like oh like you know what I mean, the parent is like responsible, right?
right,
The kid can use like it to develop learning, right?
right, yeah,
I know a few people that have developed learning, but then you've got other people who would just hop on TikTok and see retarded shit. Like, there's no way, you know what I mean?
oh yeah. Well, parents just yeah, here you go, and they just like
Yeah,
do whatever they
exactly.
want.
You
Yeah,
sit there and you're like TikTok. TikTok is like okay, as much as like there is good and bad for TikTok, and there's good and bad for everything. You know what I mean? But seeing young
right,
people saying TikTok is not the best idea. You know what I mean?
right, yeah.
Mm,
You can become like exposed to many things in like a short period,
right.
especially if they're like short form videos.
Not only that, I think like there's like so much more. You know what I mean?
Right.
Oh my god. You know? Ooh.
Also, they can recommend you anything.
Yeah,
So
but
yeah, something not
yeah,
for their
but like
age or
it's like
something.
don't
Yeah.
forget like people say like the younger generation, the newer generation become like smarter because of technology, right?
Right.
But it also has the fact to make people dumber, like you know what I mean?
Right.
Because
Yeah.
like the fact that yeah, you'll see people doing stupid shit, and you're like, holy shit, you know what I mean? That's funny. And it's like, all right, I'm gonna start doing that as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's
Oh yeah,
like
because all those like trends and whatnot.
exactly. So I want to know what do you think is the best age to get the first phone?
I'd say probably like the 16, 17 to 18 range.
16,
Kind
17,
of,
18 range. For
kind
me,
of that.
like what?
I
Go ahead, go ahead.
was gonna say that we're kind of age gap because you're more like I'm not saying like they're 100% more mature, but I'm gonna say to a certain extent they're like less inclined to do something dumb. But I can't say this with like 100%
Yeah, no,
certainty.
I agree with you. I totally agree with you.
But like the internet clearly has shown us how dumb people can get, so I wouldn't be surprised.
Right. No, no, I totally agree with you on that point.
Yeah. I don't know. That's what do you think? Like around the same?
See, for me, I like okay. There's like good and bad, obviously situational. If your
Right.
parents are always outside of the house and you need a way to talk to them, you should get a phone unless like you've got like those free apps like that allow you to talk to people.
Right. Like
Right.
WhatsApp or something. I don't know.
Yeah, but WhatsApp requires you to have a phone number.
Oh, is it? Oh, I didn't even know
Yeah,
that.
it does. Beep,
Oh,
beep.
I don't know.
Right.
Something like that. Or
Yeah, yeah,
FaceTime, something like that.
yeah. Which
Yeah.
like yeah, but like I said, like it's like other than that, I think it's like completely agree with you on that point. And I think like
Hmm.
these types of apps on top of that should have like an age restriction, and that like parents should have like some sort of monitoring device or something.
I'm pretty sure there is like social media websites such as like Twitter, YouTube,
Yeah, but
Discord.
people
I
lie
think
all the time,
yeah,
fam.
they lie all the time, but like I'm pretty sure your minimum actual age is put like to use them
Mhm.
is like 13, I
Yep.
believe, for them. Even though I think that's low, but it's like I think it's like 13.
I know. I agree with you on that. I agree.
Yeah,
I think it's also
like,
pretty low.
of
Nah, nah.
course,
Fair. No, I agree
anyone
with
can
you.
just go, "I'm born in 1987," and then they're just like, you know,
No, no. That's totally fair. That's totally fair.
whatever years old. I'm not sure.
That's totally fair. I know.
Yeah,
It's pretty. Not. It's like it's the world we live in, you know.
Yeah, you
All right.
can't really change much now.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Okay. I guess that leaves us with our final topic. You guys knew it was coming.
yeah,
Um,
maybe because I said it earlier.
they knew because we said it last week.
Oh yeah, true. That too. It's movie time.
Movie time. We saw Iron Man 2.
Yeah,
Yep. Okay.
pretty good.
Yeah, very good, very good. I had a great time watching it. This was definitely one. Yeah, I think it was a fantastic watch.
It was a good movie.
It was a good movie.
I think I liked the fight scenes in this movie quite a
Yeah,
lot.
this one was really good, really nice, fantastic.
Yeah, and they also had some I guess what
Some
stick
were really
shots.
yeah, some really good shots. It
Yeah,
aged pretty well, so like it still looks good to this day.
yeah, it still looks pretty good. It looks very vibrant for
Yeah.
like a movie in the kind of that age. Yeah,
Yep, completely agree.
you know, you got cocky Mr. Stank in the movie, so
Oh my god, he's back. He's back for a sequel.
yeah,
Um,
uh,
yeah, so I think it was pretty good. I think it had a
right.
standard plot, a very
Yeah,
similar plot to the first one actually. Like evil guy, then like this guy's corporation controls the evil guy. You get what I'm saying? Very similar plot.
right. Yeah, kind of corporate
Mhm.
esque, villains.
Yep.
I guess kind of like you also have that like kind of like plot of like Iron Man. Like the more he uses, he's like, wait,
Yeah,
actually,
yeah.
before we say anything, spoilers! Oh my god, this
Yeah,
movie is more than like
spoilers.
10
Yeah,
years old.
spoilers. Spoilers.
Spoilers. Anyways, like Iron Man, the more he uses like his like Iron Man suit, the more he kind of kills him.
Yeah, we found that
Yeah,
out. Yep.
because isn't it because of
Plutonium.
yeah, the plutonium, how it's like
It's
the
poisonous.
toxicity of it, yeah. And then all he needed was like what's his name, like
His dad's help.
his dad's help, and also
Nick Fury.
Nick Fury telling him, "Lad, there's always a way," and then
Yeah, there's always a way.
yeah, there
Exactly.
was a way.
Yep.
Also, the villain was alright. The not the CEO guy, the
Not
Russian,
Hammer. Hammer was like.
yeah,
Hammer's
not
like was a.
Hammer.
Hammer was like. Yeah.
Kind of just like, yeah, I'm here. You know, I'll give you money. You give me stuff or whatever. But like Ivan, the Russian lad.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ivan. Yeah,
he
what a
had a
great
sick
guy.
quote. If
Yeah.
God bleeds, then they cease to believe in him, or something along those lines.
No, even if you can make God bleed, they'll cease to believe in him.
Yeah, something along those like kind of
Yeah.
lines.
That.
Yeah,
Yep.
and then I mean, like you know how Hammer's the villain, but he's like kind of like he was like
It was
helping.
tricked, fam. Like that's all you gotta say.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it was tricked, and then he kind of like went and then like kind of equipped War Machine with like
Hmm.
actual weapons and
Yep.
whatnot. Yeah, I mean,
We got to see
we
Elon
had
Musk in the film.
yeah, we do. Found that I had such a weird cameo to be honest, but it works. You get to see what's Black Widow in the movie?
Yep, for the first time.
Natasha, yeah. She's in there for quite a lengthy part of the movie. Didn't know she was going to be in it for that long.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. There's a cameo of Captain America's shield,
Yep.
which like Tony Stark uses as like a thing to like to hold
Yep, that's
the
true.
machine for the to make the new element.
Mm-hmm.
Um, the third act was pretty cool, with all the machines trying to like
Yeah, yep.
attack
That was
Tony,
great. That was great.
and how like Natasha and Happy had to go to like the base to get
Fam,
like
I wouldn't even include Happy. It's just
What do you
Natasha.
mean? Happy, bro. Happy defeated that one guy. He did his job. He defeated the first guy.
No, Happy was like, god damn. If I could sum up Happy in this movie, he's a potato couch.
What do you mean? He ran over
Couch
Ivan
potato.
like 3 times. He did his job. I love that though. He's like he just hits into him and then reverses, hits into him again, reverses.
Oh god.
He just keeps slamming into him.
Mm-hmm.
Uh huh. And then what? At the end, they kidnap Thor and whatnot.
Yeah.
And at the end, the Avengers and whatnot.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
If I were to have a con, I'd say the Iron Man versus like War Machine, their like initial fight. like where he's just like War Machine doesn't even have weapons. It's just like kind of like the
Yeah,
old Iron Man stuff.
that was just like what's it called?
A comedy. I'd
That was
say
just
it's
for
like more like
lols.
comedy.
That was just for
Yeah.
lols. Like no
I
one.
don't know. I just
I get you. I mean, like
yeah.
yeah.
And then I think in the third act, Ivan was like defeated like in like less than a minute. He was like
Yeah.
there, and was like, "Yeah, I'm so cool," and then he gets like yeeted by his own like electricity, and you're like, "Oh,
No,
cool."
because they shot lasers at each other and then it blew up.
Oh yeah, because he had no, sorry, yeah, because he had them both in his like electrical thing, but then they shot like they made the big explosion in the middle, like they
Yeah.
did at Tony's party. Yeah. No,
Yep.
yeah, I mean, it's a pretty good movie. I prefer number one's kind of plot, but I like the fight scenes in number two.
So out of
They're better,
10.
yeah. I say it's a good like 7 out of 10.
Okay, I'm gonna say it's also a 7 out of 10 as well.
I don't know, it kind of just fits there kind of nicely.
Yeah, no, it's pretty nice.
Yeah. I like the movie. I don't know. I don't know if I didn't know if I was gonna like the movie as much as I did,
No, it was a good movie.
and I did. Yeah, yeah, it was pretty good. I liked it. I like how at the end how they get the guy to ward him, like the guy who was originally like the White House, kind of like
Yeah,
going against Tony. Yeah,
hmm
I like that. It was funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I like the movie. It was
Yeah,
actually
no, it was good.
pretty
I
good.
agree.
Yeah,
I had a great time with the movie as well.
yeah. I mean, any final thoughts regarding the movie? I guess. I know. I think the movie
No, I
was
think
good.
the movie was good. Uh,
A good sequel.
yeah, I had a great time watching the movie. It was fun. It was enjoyable. It was a great plot, and like it was pretty good. There's
Yeah.
nothing wrong with this movie. Yeah.
So I know we know four's gonna be next, but we're probably gonna
Yeah, so
probably
we're
do
gonna
Batman.
pause it so we can do
Yeah,
Batman.
and then we'll probably continue to
With
do the
Thor,
four.
yes.
Yeah, after. But
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
like, subscribe, hit the notification bell.
Yeah, so yeah, that's the end for the podcast. Yep.
Yeah, basically.
Subscribe, like, hit the notification bell.
um, every, sick Gabe news. We watched Iron Man.
Yep.
Bethesda launches go on. Pokemon. Everything's litty. Unfortunate stuff happening in the outside world,
Yep.
but yeah,
Yep, pretty good.
yeah, pretty good.
Yep.
Anyways,
Like, subscribe, tell us what your favorite flavor of garlic bread is. And yeah.
yeah, and then see you, I
Yeah,
guess.
see us.
Bye.
Bye.